Okay, y'all, so I've had a lot of guys come in the comments and talking about and asking me over, well, a lot of guys have been asking me, how I pay and all that, how do I determine how much money the guys get or whatever, because I don't pay by the hour. And I don't do any work by the hour either. I saw one guy in one video or something somewhere saying that he charges by the hour to mow grass. Never do that, man. That's not, you're hurting yourself if you do that, unless you got a push mower or something. Now, if you got a push mower, I guess by the hour would be, better. But if you got, any kind of commercial mower, then you don't. So first of all, you got to determine how much you need to make per day, right? How much you need to make to pay your bills. You got to determine that before you even hire anybody. And I think Randall went over it a little bit in his live last night, and that's a pretty good live that he does on Sunday. And I may start doing a live at some point. I don't know, man. I got a lot more haters than he has. But he was saying, that he needs to make at least, $400 a day if he's solo. $400 a day solo. That's if you can do that, I mean, that's pretty good, really, and not, and you can do that consistently. To me, if I can do 400 a day, that's great. But it all depends on your density and what kind of equipment you got to be able to do them faster. And Randall's got top equipment, so I can do 400 a day pretty easy, based on my density and the equipment I got, and me doing the same properties over and over and over again. So if I'm solo, $400 a day is going to be the minimum that I need to make. Like, for instance, it's 10:15 and I'm already at $210, right? I'm gonna go do this one. This is a 60. That's gonna put me, it takes me about 15 minutes. So by 11 o'clock, I'm gonna be at, just short of $300, because I'm gonna spray over here too. And when I spray, I'm gonna charge, probably, I don't know, I gotta see how much I need to spray, but probably $25 or $30. So I'll be, right at 300, and it'll be 11 o'clock. And I could easily do another 100, but that number changes a lot when you got help. Like Randall was saying last night, it changes a lot. Because when you got help, it's up to you to put them in a scenario to where they're not sucking the day up doing one property for $60. Got to make sure that they're able to, means they need to be trained right, they need to know, all the little things that a lot of the bigger YouTubers don't talk about. They don't talk about how close this property is to that property, and they also don't talk about, how much money you need to make and how that can change. See, I may not need to make as much money as someone else for a lot of various reasons. One reason is, my mortgage is not that expensive because I bought my house a while, 15 years ago. If you're trying to buy a house now and your mortgage is $1,700 a month, or rent is $1,700 a month, well, you got to cut more grass than me to keep the same money, and it's significantly more, because my mortgage is, like $950 or something, whatever. And if you're $1,700, then you got to cut that $800 difference there. You got to cut $800 more grass a month to make the same profit that I make. And you got to think about that when you start trying to figure out how much you need to make. What I make it's probably not enough for somebody that's got a lot more bills than I got, right? That's in a different spot in life, and their geographical location is a big deal too, you know. And that's the kind of, you know, these are the things that you need to, that you got to think about when you start asking, you know, how much money how many customers do you need, and how much money do you need to make? Because that varies from person to person. It really does. So, yeah.